Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I go about my meal prep for the week. I'm going to try to show you as much as I can. However, I am making a ton of food. I'm prepping for myself, for my fiance, and for Bob, my puppy. So it's just going to be crazy in the kitchen. So it's going to be really hard for me to record everything and cook it at the same time without burning something or possibly burning the house down. Before we get started, I just want to say that I think meal prepping is so important. It's important if you want to save money, because then, Bob, get away from the stand. Meal prepping is so important if you want to save money, if you want to eat healthier, and if you want to reach your fitness or your weight goals. I find that whenever I meal prep, I tend to be more mindful of what I'm putting in my body. I tend to eat out less. Meal prepping can be super intimidating and overwhelming if you don't plan ahead and plan properly. Cooking a whole week's worth of meals, it's a lot of cooking, so expect to spend a couple of hours in the kitchen. But the more you do it, the easier it becomes. You get a rhythm down. So I have my notebook right here, and I kind of laid out what my meals are going to be and how I'm going to cook them. This week I'm going to be making meals for myself and for Gary. Our macros and our nutritional goals and needs are very different. He's 6 something and he's growing. He wants to gain muscle. I'm more on a cutting phase right now, so obviously we're not going to be eating the same meals. However, our staple meals are going to be quinoa, white rice, sushi rice, chickpeas, lentils, tempeh, cauliflower, edamame, yams, butternut squash, and spaghetti squash. Also a lot of greens. I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna do my best to record most of this. Like I said, it's gonna be super crazy in my kitchen right now, and I don't really feel like getting stressed, but I am gonna try my best to show you guys what I'm cooking. And so right now I have my quinoa cooking, which is basically done. So when it's done, you guys want it to look like this. Little hairs coming out, and it's soaked up all the water. So for 2 cups of quinoa, for 1 cup of quinoa, it's going to be 2 cups of water, so it's just like rice. And these are just my chickpeas that they're still boiling. I've got my rice cooking in a rice cooker. Again, 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water. I have my cauliflower. I have it in a kind of like a veggie broth, white wine vinegar, salt, garlic, and some bay leaves, and I'm gonna bake this in the oven. Okay, so here I have my edamame. This is where I get mine from Whole Foods, and this is what it comes like. Just make sure you look for the non-GMO kind, and if you turn it around, I'll show you the macros. So for 2/3 cups, it's going to be 140 calories, 5 grams of fat, 11 grams of carbs, which isn't a lot, and then 12 grams of protein. Look at that protein. Vegan, plant-based. And I have my tempeh just steaming right here. And then next up, I'm going to clean all these yams, and then I'll be ready to go. Okay, so here I have my tempeh, which is all seasoned. I let it sit in like a teriyaki sauce mix I have all my yams. This is my butternut squash. I put some coconut oil, some salt, and the secret ingredient, sriracha. So now I'm gonna bake this.
Hi. Say hi to the camera, you little sleepy man.
I've got the acorn squash. It smells really good. My edamame, my rice, chickpeas. I actually baked these for a little. I have my cauliflower, lentils, and quinoa. Okay, so I finally, 3 hours later, finished prepping all of the meals for the week. So these are Gary's meals. They're pretty much just 3 cups of rice, lentil, and a whole sweet potato type of meal mix thing. I don't even know how to explain it. And then this is pretty much just like a ton of sweet potatoes, purple and yams. Half a cup of quinoa, edamame, and tempeh. So that's going to be a lot of all his proteins coming from and a lot of carbs. My meals. So these are my meals. All of these meals right here. And this has a half of a cup of quinoa, 2 ounces of tempeh, half a cup of edamame, and a cup of Swiss chard that was sauteed in coconut oil. And here we have 200 grams of my cauliflower steak, a cup of chickpeas, and a cup of butternut squash. So what I plan on doing, because this butternut squash came out so good with the sriracha, I'm probably gonna blend this with the cauliflower and throw it on my Vitamix, make a soup, and then just put my chickpeas in there. So these are my meals. And for my like third and fourth meals or my breakfast, I normally have a protein shake, so this is probably going to be going in my protein shake, and it's got 22 grams of protein. And I'm also going to try to incorporate a tofu scramble meal because it's just like a really easy way to get protein. And 3 ounces of this is 11 grams of protein. I love having this in the morning with nutritional yeast. And then I have all of these sweet potatoes left over, so I'll probably make like a tofu scramble with some of these potatoes in the morning, and those are all of my meals. If you are plant-based, vegan, or you're just curious about a plant-based diet or consuming less meat, hopefully some of these meals and some of these foods that I'm cooking are going to be inspirational to you. You are just so cute. Look at you. Look at you. Cuteness.